So this is the first video in our three-part series. What we're going to cover in this video is proper hygiene procedures for your sand and your sand tray. So the first step in proper hygiene procedures in terms of keeping your sand clean, the best way to keep sand clean is to clean your hands before you go into the sand. Everybody's familiar with the efficacy of hand washing. If you remember, we've all been taught soap and water, sit there, sing the happy birthday song twice. That is still the most effective technique that you can use if a washroom is readily available to you and your clients. If a washroom isn't available, then I recommend an alcohol-based gel. This particular one will kill 99.999% of the germs. And again, contact time is going to be important. Interestingly, what we did find out was that products such as disinfecting wipes, these are not made for sanitizing your skin. They're great on hard surfaces, but not to be used on your skin. Okay, so now your session is over, and what we're going to do is remove all the miniatures so we can go ahead and sanitize the sand. Okay, so now we've removed all the miniatures, and now it's time to go ahead and sanitize your sand. And you can use whatever you have in your office that you're comfortable with. I have a number of different products here. And the most important thing when you sanitize your sand, go ahead and spray it and make sure you get in all the corners. Make sure that you're covering the entire sand surface. And you want to get it so that it's pretty damp. Light misting is okay, but a little bit heavier will help. Perhaps get something that you can mix it up with and spread it around. That will help with the contact. After you get it spread around, then spray it again. And again, if you like to use a pump, feel free to do that. Give it a good contact wetness. And that's important because the way these sanitizers and disinfectants work is the amount of time that the material is wet. And that's key to getting good cleaning in your sand. So now we've sprayed the sand to sanitize it. The next step that you want to go ahead and do, get your disinfecting wipes. Make sure that you wipe down your sand tray really well. That will decontaminate that area. And now this is important. You want to take a second wipe and use it to wipe down your miniatures. And you can just give them a nice good wipe. You want to get them wet because that's the effectiveness. They have to be wet. Don't use the same wipe that you used on your sand tray because there's your cross-contamination. So remember, at least 2 wipes to wipe down your miniatures. And then let's go on to the next one. What's the difference between sanitizing and disinfecting? Because that's important.